Hello there and welcome to another episode of X4 with the Star Wars Interworlds mod 0.73. We are on our Imperial playthrough for this one, and we're picking up exactly where we left off, which was clearing Hook of these little guys, the Black Sun. So we need to basically take out these two stations. We've got the refit facility, which is essentially Black Sun's wharf, shipyard, sorry, and we've got the wharf that they have. There's also an ISD-1 kicking around somewhere, so what we're currently trying to do is bait that out. Now, hopefully, we're just waiting for the rest of the fleet to catch up. We're going to kind of... We'll unpause it. We're in a waiting position. And I'm hoping that maybe we'll get picked up by this ISD 1. Because ideally I'd like to take out that fleet first before we move on. We're just waiting for all our ships to kind of get a go in. I think we had a minor collision last time. Let's just bring them up a little bit further. We'll clear our little guidance quest. So that's the plan. We're gonna basically try and get rid of the Black Sun. While that's just going on, a quick little update as regards to kind of what's been going on elsewhere. So this episode we are kind of trialing, we'll actually keep that up so we can see what's where and why. This episode I'm recording it in a different location. I've mentioned it a few times about moving some of the stuff down into the stables, which is essentially where I do a lot of my 40k and AOS and other modelling stuff. Technically speaking, it's a bit quieter, so there shouldn't be as many dogs barking, although there will be some, and things like that. Now, I don't know how well this will work. This is just a trial. It's not a perfect setup as it stands at the moment, as I am kind of using essentially a big old 32-inch TV until I can get either a smaller TV or a monitor sorted. I don't have much money to invest in a all-singing, all-dancing recording studio, but I might be able to get either a second-hand monitor or a smaller second-hand TV. A TV, obviously, is not the ideal choice, but down here I also have kind of like my DVD player and stuff like that, and I don't want to be messing around too much with having multiple monitors and multiple things to run, different types of media and stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna be working on it. We're gonna be trialing it this episode. We got the Radisbane here. I think it's in position, and we're basically just going to keep sneaking forward. I think I like the idea of taking the refit facility first. So if we just tell you to go there, and we'll try and sneak across. So yeah, it might be a bit echoey in here. I don't know. Things like that I might be able to sort them out and get a bit of dampening. But we shall see. It's also very bloody cold down here as it stands at the moment. But that's fine. I don't know, Scourge. What are you doing, Scourge? Come on, mate. Chop chop. So yeah, we'll get into position. I mean, in an ideal world, doing manoeuvres like this with a fleet like this, it's best if you're not in the system with them. Because it turns off, or when you're out of system, it turns off the collision meshes and stuff like that. We're in line abreast formation, so we're basically in a nice line to be able to fight. Now, last time I saw the ISD-1, it was in between. We could send the Star Destroyers in to attack. I mean, let's have a quick look at this station. See if we can figure out. So we've destroyed this station before on the last Imperial playthrough, and they don't actually have like an insane amount of firepower. Generally speaking, Pirates, Black Suns, they don't have weapons of mega mass destruction. Oh, they are building another Star Destroyer, so we are going to start acting on that. Let's coordinate an attack on that. We'll get that destroyed before. I want to go about here, I think would be the best bet. So, yeah, that's kind of forcing our hands a little bit. I mean, we've got 4 Imperial Star Destroyer 2s, ISD 2s, so we shouldn't be in too much danger. We should be able to take it out, and ideally we don't want to lose any of the ISD 2s, but if we do, so I'm not above what you would call the old save scumming. Let's put you on autopilot so I can sort that out. Yeah, I'm not above save scumming, but that doesn't mean that if we lose the entire fleet for whatever reason, especially if it's something a little bit glitchy, which can happen sometimes, I'm not above kinda redoing it. We're taking a few hits at the minute. I'm just going to give them a little bit more time to basically get into position. In fact, no, we'll trigger that sync point now. So all hands move in. So the bombers should go on the offensive first. I believe they've still got some missiles. They should have some missiles. I don't think they've used much. Where would we see that? Do we care? Not really. But as you can see, the volleys from the station aren't kind of like devastating. We will just switch to this view. Oh, maybe not. So one of the downsides with the Venator is when you've got a near full complement of fighters, when they launch, it tends to break your ship. If you put it on autopilot, it does self rectify most of the time. I'm just going to send, because we've got basically a bunch of TIE defenders on defense at the minute. We're going to change that to attack with our squadron leader. That way they should go out and basically dock, apparently. I was hoping they would go in and start taking out key installation parts. Let's see how we're doing. So it looks like we're coming into range now with the big blasters, the quad destroyers. We should have plenty of time to take this out, and before they get the chance to build the Star Destroyer. We are gonna see about offloading some of the cargo as well, getting some of the trade ships, because I think we're pretty much full as it stands at the minute, trade-wise, capacity-wise on most of the Star Destroyers. This place might have some Durasteel plates and some components and stuff like that. Some of the other Star Destroyers are coming in, which is brilliant. So hopefully we should be able to get rid of this pretty soon. Oh, on the issues of sound, one thing I will mention is, like, you will hear. I live in the middle of nowhere, so you are going to hear the wonderful sounds of nature and wildlife sometimes, because we've got things like buzzards, owls, and all sorts kicking around. This shouldn't be too bad, but you know, these things happen. Worst things happen at sea. One day, when I win the lottery, I'll have a proper recording studio made. Until that point, we'll just have to deal with it. Let's watch some of these Star Destroyers do their work. So yeah, we're chewing through that pretty quick now. I'm surprised I've not sent the ISD into
awaiting orders.
Fighters. Have we got visual on that ISD too yet? No, we got some.
Striking.
I mean, the main thing I'm wanting to basically deal with is this bit. I'm not sure how far along they are. Right, let's see if we can get into this fight a bit more. Get the New Dawn firing. Venator's pretty good at dealing with stations because we have the large missile launchers. We should be able to, because all our arcs are on interception, we should be able to deal with some of the fighters and stuff like that. We could probably even deal with the ISD-1 if we fly smart. It's down to, what's it down to? 32%. So yeah, it's pretty much done. There can be a little bit of a glitch with some of these stations sometimes, where some parts are a little bit hard to get to. I have had it before where I've had to go out and in a fighter and basically plug away because the AI can't target the hitboxes, especially on, like, sometimes on the rings. But they managed to do it this time, which is good. And we've taken out that as well, which is fantastic. So we are one step closer to eradicating the Black Sun from this area. The plan will be, once we've dealt with this, deal with the BLS Wharf, and then when we've taken out the BLS Wharf, we can send our Star Destroyer into one of our Star Destroyer patrol groups to basically patrol this system and start a trade lane, because we're trying to work towards the Empire, basically. Find their HQ, because as it stands at the moment, we can make all our ships. So one of the rules I'm going to kind of put into place, unless we lose our station, we can't buy capital ships from them. We can buy things like probe droids and like little civilian ships, but no big military ships. We can build it all ourselves. The challenge will be actually getting these supplied. We're only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a Goldilocks system. These have got good resources. Jägermeister's got good Jägermeister has good resources, but it's often raided. So as long as we're not in there all the time, we should be fine. We should be able to get a little bit of a trade route going, get some money going. I am okay with the Empire buying ships from us and stuff like that. I think we can. We're going to have a look at the station at some point and see about sorting it out so it can only trade with certain factions. So last time we made quite a bit of money with Camino, which suits us well because they fight against the ICG, and eventually we will be, you know, good friends with the CSA, so we can get hold of all their lovely Clone Wars era ships. I can't remember if I've got blueprints for Venators and stuff like that, but we shall see. Right, that looks like this station's dead and dying. We got some items. Let's just do a quick hoover. Everyone should hopefully get docked up and automatically repair. This fleet doesn't have a support ship, a harbour class with it. They're part of the patrol fleet. I'm okay with that at the moment. Oh, we got some good upgrade parts. Anything else? What are these? Energy cells. I'm not that fussed about energy cells, to be honest. Have they got anything which is really good? Energy cells. Energy cells. Yeah, we don't need energy cells. We're good for energy cells. We've got no one to really sell them to at the moment. So there you go. Lovely jubbly. That's one of our tasks completed. If I'd known it'd been this quick, we would have done this last episode. But ho hum, at least we're opening with a bang. So yeah, that should be their main capacity to make ISDs neutralized. There is another ISD floating around somewhere. Now, we're going to have to keep an eye out on what's going on around in our systems, because it doesn't always notify you when you're under attack. What's Ring of Moon got in it? Sunlight, helium and methane. So we might make some production facilities in here, some kind of like gas mining areas, although it's not really necessary with it being one jump. These are kind of like border fringe territories for us. We're basically just securing them with military bases and stuff like that. Sunlight, that's poor. Hook is kind of like Unknown Regions 1 at the minute is like our capital. This is where we're striking from. Hook's probably going to be a good little mining base for us for ore and silicon. We might build some energy cell factories and stuff like that, just so the Empire trades with us a bit more, because I don't think, yeah, we've got good rhydonium here, so we could make a rhydonium refinery, but sunlight in this system's pretty poor. But you know, that's all part of the challenge. Rhydonium cores. Ooh, have we got anyone? Have we got any room? Right, can you collect those drops? Oh, missile components as well. Yes, please. Let's collect these, actually. Collect drops. Now, I did say in the pirate episode on Monday, it would be far more efficient for me to go into jump into these and just magnetize everything. You know, hoover everything up with a magnet. But we've got quite a few fighters which are a little bit damaged at the moment, so we could do with getting them repaired. Resupply and repair. Scheduled for modification. Why can't you dock? Are you over? No, you should be fine. You've got 67. No, you've got 57 of 74. You should be able to dock. I don't understand why you can't dock. Oh. Are you stuck in something?
Hey, Defender.
Yes, you are. Right. So this is one of the slight problems with the game. Sometimes people get stuck in stuff, so we can just teleport to that ship, and hopefully we'll get it unstuckered. Can I move, please? Right, so So this is usually a case of you have to just kind of like keep... Well, there's two ways we could do it. We could either jump out of the system, which I don't really want to do because we're here now, or you can just keep smashing yourself against the walls. Let's see if you can figure out where it is. Let me just pause it because I did hear a doodle-doo. I wonder where that other ISD-1 went. Come on. You can do it. What are we engaging? What is there to engage? There should be nothing to engage. Right. Tell you what I'll do. Can I teleport to one of our bases down here? as the screen goes jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Pause. I can. So let's just teleport over there, just for a minute, and then we'll teleport back. What is attacking?
Completed. Unknown region.
And these guys should now sort themselves out. Hopefully. Just give it a little minute. Give it proceed with current orders. There you go. Are you just taking the energy cells? We've got field coils and stuff like that, and you want to take the energy cells. Why? Why, game? Oh well. You're full. Or we should set you to collect the normal oh, they're gone anyway. Bah humbug. Right. So everyone should be sorted now. Let's teleport to you. Well, that's just mean. Oh, hello. Right, so they've caught us off guard. Well, they've not caught us off guard. We've still got enough firepower to basically evaporate an ISD-1.
R41 Star Chaser.
Right, guys, we need to launch.
Cargo drone.
Why am I launching cargo drones? I have no cargo capacity. R41
Star Chaser.
Right. So, Radisbane, where are you? I want you to attack. And let's bump up your attack order. Let's just pause that. Yeah, so everyone else should be attacking now, which is lovely. That stolen ISD-1. Now, we could try and steal this, I suppose, but do I want to try and steal it? Now the problem is with how much we've got fleet wise.
Container.
As soon as the shields drop, to be able to, and it's damaged enough to kind of like take it out, to board it, which is going to be destroyed anyway. We don't need another ISD-1 at this moment in time. So we'll just basically take it out. We'll kill it. We need to set our weapons. So heavy capital ships and capital ships. Yeah. So that's how I usually do my. well shoot them back.
Taking serious damage.
Just fall back a bit. I keep trying to
Bird H6.
have a look at some of these piratey ships. Let's get a view of them. There we go. And you died a horrible, painful death. Who's this?
Imperial Star Destroyer.
Ronin. Well done, Ronin. Moving in. Ronin knows what it's all about. See how quick the shields are going down on their ISD one. Let's just kind of go down to half impulse speed. And let's have a look at this. Some nice cinematic-y shots. So the ISD one is a great anti-fighter ship, but it does very much lack the power. There's a big wow, that's a lot of missiles coming in. Whoa. Why did they not fire all those missiles at stations? Oh, goodbye. You were the weakest link, unfortunately for you. There's probably a couple more little fighters. What have you found? Tell me what you have found, little lamb. Oh, we've probably got some ships that we can claim. We'll do a mop up in a minute. We'll just deal with these little anti-fighter bits. Essentially what we're going to be doing is claiming the ships and then selling them, I think, for the most part.
Imperial Star Destroyer.
Gonna possibly try and keep this full on Imperial, I think, and Clone Wars era Republic. Why are we shooting you? Why do you think you're being shot at? Silly boy. Oh, look at all these loots. So we can use this to basically upgrade our ships moving forward. Like you can tweak the weapons and stuff like that, and armor. I don't know whether or not, rather than making the New Dawn kind of like a powerhouse, I don't know whether or not I'm going to go in a slightly different route of doing some more stealthy upgrades on it. So extended radar range. It depends which ones you can put on, because I think you can put one modification in each slot. So you have your weapon slots, you have your hull slots and shield slots and stuff like that.
Found something out here.
Then claim it for the New Order. Have we got any other ships kicking about? Oh, I want that ship. Right, can you please? Have I not got any Marines, or is it just not? Am I just misremembering how to do it? Claim it. So yeah, we'll just mop all this dross up, and then we can start basically start our approach on that wharf. I think we've pretty much wiped out all and every enemy. Are you in range? We've got Phantom aggressors. What is that attacking, shooting at? You shouldn't. I wouldn't imagine it's in range. We'll be fine. Right. So we're going to have a little rest stop here, just while I kind of wait for everything to get docked up, get repaired, get these drops collected and stuff like that. And then when we come back, we'll coordinate another attack on this station, and then we can take this out. And then this episode we're going to basically run all the way up to Bastion. I don't think there'll be much problem in Kaylee. We are actually going to move this fleet. I want you to police, and I want you to police. Hook. Can we go hook? Select hook. There we go. Right. So that fleet will now police hook. We've got our other fleet there. There's a small chance, so this is full of Xenon basically. There's a small chance that Xenon will fly through here and kind of like start attacking us. But I've never seen it happen before. So we'll keep an eye on it. I would much rather essentially confirm. You didn't click confirm. You've got to click confirm. I would much rather us have our fleets patrolling outer rim sectors, or outer rim for us, essentially creating a blockade. But we'll see. You guys dock and wait. Oh, repair. Like I said, I'm not that fussed about actually keeping that. We're just repairing them so we can repair. Where's it gone? Repair model? Is that going to repair them? Yeah, we've basically got them to repair. So I'll be back when everyone's kind of like done what they're doing, and we'll take it from there.
Jump completed. Hook.
Okay, and we're back. I had to teleport out of the system, just to, yeah. So they did basically what I wanted them to do. They've been making a couple of fighters and stuff like that, to try and push us back. Guys, can we not do that? Dock and wait. 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 No, don't attack. Dock and wait. Wish when you gave them a command it automatically overrode everything. I need you to kind of stack the squadron. No, don't fly and wait. Just coordinate the bloody attack. Cancel that one.
Requesting immediate backup. Something hit us.
Right, so the way this is going to work is once the Fantines have finally got themselves out of thingy, these will start shooting our ships. This is the downside of coordinate attack, and our ships will probably not do anything to fight back. So it's a little bit of a hodgy-podgy, but we're just gonna basically start the attack straight away, and we're gonna move into support and intercept. It shouldn't have that much firepower. I mean, the wharf didn't, the shipyard didn't really do anything.
We were hit.
So this thing should be fairly easy. I would imagine it's a bit less defended. We've got quite a decent amount of anti-fighter on it. We're going to need some more arcs. I don't know if the arcs have been slightly changed with the update, because the arcs used to be pretty tough, pretty durable, even with lower crew, and these are pretty high crew. Although, you know, me giving them separate orders and stuff like that might have accidentally messed up the mojo a bit. That's fine. We'll move in. We'll do some death dealing. We'll basically cause a big ruckus, a big stench as we kind of fly by. Ooh, thanks for that. I'm now stuck. I'm now stuck on an ISD-2. I'm going to accidentally start shooting it soon if we can't get away. Some good firing though. Yeah, this thing's not long for this universe. I mean, like I said, the Venator's got some pretty good firepower on it. I do like the Venator. It's definitely my favourite capital ship. Because even though it's a big ship, it's quite manoeuvrable. Unlike a lot of the other larger ships. And it's got the torpedoes as well. As my own little personal strike force, I wouldn't actually mind a couple of Venators. I think this series we are going to try and make a Clone Wars fleet using Venators and CSA stuff and the likes. Hopefully, because in the last series, Camino became a warring faction. Who's shooting? Little Tinker down at the back. Yeah, so we were supplying them with some ships, which was pretty good. Hopefully that'll happen again in this series, but that was quite far in, and hopefully we'll get the CSA on board at some point. That'll probably be because we're going to have to build some stations. So what I'm thinking is we're going to build some big fleets and kind of push the New Republic back a little bit and give the Empire a chance to expand. I'm not that fussed about us basically doing the whole complete domination thing and having stations everywhere, as long as we've got enough to supply our needs and keep our production going. I'm happy with that. We're going to mainly stick to the outer rim and unknown sectors and stuff like that. Am I making a big mistake? I think you're making a big mistake by attacking me.
You're making a big mistake.
Oh, have we got turrets on the bottom now? Did we have turrets on the bottom before? I seem to remember that was kind of like the Venator's big weakness. As if ships got underneath you basically had no firing. Let's just make sure we're not... Oh, our shields are a bit down. Ooh, your shields are a bit down as well. Who's that?
Imperial Star Destroyer.
Peter Jones. Oh no, my mistake. Shields are all fine. Shields are all fine. It's just us that are mainly taking the big brunt of things. Pick up some loot while we're moving. Didn't even realise we'd stop then. Yeah, so this is just a case of taking out this wharf. What have you got left on it? Oh, it's still... I was about to say it's still mostly intact, and then saw this entire area here. We're now taking out the production area, which is good. Yeah, we got this in the bag. We got this in the bag, kids. Let's spin her around. I'm surprised, because one of the worries I had is this... Oh, you found something. Well done. Yeah, this fleet coming in to intercept, but it looks like they've managed to find their own little fight to sort out. We'll have to go and help them in a minute. So there'll be no time to tally around here. It'll be just a simple case of we'll get it destroyed. I don't think any of the ships have got any room to take on cargo anyway. We'll mop up any little Kiraxes and stuff like that. And then we'll get the ISD fleet to... Yeah, we're just going to sit. We're going to be a gun platform. So, Rada Spain. Hammer fleet. Hammer. Get stuck in. We should be able to take these, no problem. Should we launch our fighters? We've not got many fighters left. Resume your duties. There we go. I was looking at some mods for this, but I don't know how many of the mods have actually been updated since this mod got updated, if you get what I mean. Because you do kind of get... there's mods for saving your crews and stuff like that. But when you got like experienced crews, which helps save quite a bit of time, because crews do take a lot of time to upgrade. I did used to have a mod on it that was meant to speed up crew crew speed, but I think it stopped working. There was another crew speed mod that I was looking at, but that's it had quite a big warning on it that saying it may break save games and the likes. I thought, oh, no, we'll skip that one. We don't need that. Right. Can we please? Have you managed to do it? Well done. Right, let's collect them drops. In fact, everyone can collect drops. Collect drops. Oh, we got a big ship. You can definitely collect some drops. Where's that gone? Hourglass. Collect all the drops. They are a perfect ship for collecting drops. I wonder if this is what. So we started off with 10 million. I haven't spent anything, but ships keep buying stuff. Something keeps buying stuff. So I'm wondering if it's these harbour classes thingying with the traders and that. Right. So Radisbane. Let's get you in fairly central system. This patrol fleet, these hopefully should be fairly self-sufficient because they've got a harbour class with them. They're a fairly tough ship. They've got support. We've got all the raiders and stuff like that. So as long as we keep an eye on them, like I said, it would be nice if they told us when things were being attacked. But ho hum, what can you do? You can't do anything, can you? It's just one of those things. So let's have a fly now to this system. They're all hanging around my outpost for some reason, and we're going to find the jump gate, and then we're going to find Bastion. While we're doing that, then let's just set up some rules, global orders, trade rules. I think it goes under trade rules. So sale of ships, that's what we're doing. We're going to restrict all factions apart from the Galactic Empire and Camino. Do we have any other friends that we might want to keep on side? Sinar, I think. No, not Sinar. Yeah, so basically, these are the only people we'll sell ships to for the XL ships and stuff like that. We need to implement that now, so logical overview. Right, so anyone can use the facility. Ship fabrication. Excel ship fab. What? So how do I implement that rule then? Ship maintenance. Imperial Wharf. One would imagine it's under here. Use global setting. Is it classed as the global setting? Usually it's on the little drop down. Is that the new global order? Did I not? Oh, but I bet I didn't save it. That's the usual thing that we do. Yeah, we didn't save it. That's why. Sailor ship. Add remove faction. All factions. Go away. Restrict all factions. Add remove factions. So they're allowed, obviously us. The Galactic Empire. Is there anyone else that we actually like? Oh yeah, the Kaminoans. There we go. Save trade rule. So now when we go into logical overview, we should be able to go trade rule 1. There we go. So that's fabrication. Yeah, that works for all those. So small ships we're gonna allow, so that this is small and medium ships, we're basically going to allow that, and we'll let anyone maintain their ships. No restriction on the wharfs. No. Right, so if I go no restriction on the wharf, that changes that to no restriction as well. Why can't I do them in each individually? Like maintenance, I want everyone to be able to maintain their, like all the sub-factions to be able to maintain the ships. Because you get money from it. Well that's annoying. Right, so it looks like we're going to have to think. We'll make some little maintenance depots further down the line. If anyone thinks I'm doing anything wrong or anything, do let me know. So I've made the trade rule, which is basically us, the Empire, and Camino. Oh, I suppose CSA should be on there as well. We'll do that in a minute. And obviously use the global setting. If I do it on no restriction, so this is the equipment facility, I am happy for everyone to use the equipment facility. It also changes it to no restriction for everything else. We're going to trade rule 1, then it goes trade rule 1. So go figure. That should have no restrictions. Getting good workforce built up. We need to do the whole drone thing as well at some point. Okay, that's slightly annoying. Right, you are autopilot. Big ships sucks. Unless it's a straight line, and even that it sometimes balls up. But yeah, be calm, son. Yeah, okay, right. So I'm gonna get us to Bastion. I don't think there's going to be anything interesting, to be honest. If there is anything interesting pop up, like another base or anything like that, we will let you know. If not, it should be a straight run. And it's auto saving. I suppose we could go through sort of like the plans while I'm waiting for everything to do. So the grand old plan for this particular series is to essentially defeat the New Republic, and that's about it. I'm not.
Engaged.
Why is it not showing up on my little map? Sorry about that. It's just slightly confused. There we go.
Engaged. Unknown object.
I can fly better. Yeah, so we'll basically defeat the New Republic, defeat the Mandalorians. I forgot about the Mandalorians. And that's kind of going to be it, really. Just to build big stupid fleets. We're kind of like. So I've not read much of the like Rise of the First Order and stuff like that. I've read the Cobalt Squadron book, which briefly talks about kind of like the threat of the First Order, where they're coming from, and stuff like that. We're kind of like that. We're in the unknown regions. We've managed to accrue some strength after so the first Imperial playthrough we did, that was basically us taking part in the first New Republic war with the Galactic Empire, which then kind of like petered out and all that stuff. There we go. Let's start guidance to there. Let's just find everything. So yeah, it's kind of a bit like that's the sort of thing we're going for. Is that the droid we're looking for? That one we want.
Medical supply unknown object.
Yes. Yes, no? I don't know. Can you repeat the question? Nope. We want that one. Right, cool. Yeah, so the first series, our first Imperial series, was basically the first war. There was a truce, there was a peace treaty. We got stripped of all our outlying territories and stuff like that, and we secretly built a base in the unknown regions, ready for when the war inevitably started again. Which is why we've started with so many ships. If you've not seen the first Imperial series, so we're on kind of like a mission of vengeance. We've got access to Sith technology, which is the kind of like the role playing side of it. We think the Sith should rise again. I can't remember what I set my friendship level to the Sith was. Look, hello, Star Destroyer Victory 2. But yeah, we're basically
Jump completed.
we just got hit by another. You cheeky person. Yeah, so that's kind of like what we're doing. We're planning on kind of like making a massive Empire level fleet. I've just had a thought of what I can actually do with you guys. Explore. And that's kind of like, that's it. We death, destruction, build big fleet, and move on to other things. Now, whether or not we go directly for the New Republic or let them build some strength up first, because we have got a bit of a leg up, or the other thing we could potentially do, wipe out the Mandalorians, wipe out the Hutts, wipe out the ICG, make Camino strong again and all that kind of thing. But yeah, we'll see. Where do you want to explore? You might as well explore Jaeger Minor. There we go. A lot of this, because I'm always kind of like reading or listening to some form of audio book or book. So a lot of kind of like the influences of what I end up wanting to do is based on what I read. I'm still working through the X-Wing books. I don't think I've got many of them left. I'm just about to finish Wraith Squadron. Wraith Squadron was my least favourite of all the ones in the X-Wing series so far. It's okay. It's pretty good. Basically, Wedge makes a bunch of commando X-Wing pilots. So he recruits a bunch of pilots which are okay pilots. They're pretty good pilots, but they're not the best pilots. Their main thing is that there's like a sniper and a demolitions expert and a master slicer, and they all have kind of like certain skills which make them good at espionage. And Wedge's grand plan is he wants a crack team that can only fly really well, but can basically go into planets in their X-Wings, take out any key targets on the ground through espionage and bombings and stuff like that, and then thingy off, then jet off and maybe take some stuff out in their X-Wings and that. So yeah, it's a really cool concept and it's quite good. It's just like in the previous books with the where it's following Rogue Squadron, there's lots of characters that you kind of like grow attached to and you like. Wraith Squadron, the characters aren't as strong. We're in Bastion. Well done, us.
Bastion.
Yeah, the characters aren't quite as likable. There's a lot of like whiny characters, and there's a lot of kind of like emotionally scarred characters, which are good when they're done well, but when they're not done well, or when there's a lot of them in the same place, it's like, God damn, you've all got some like deep issue. Your family was massacred in a whatever raid by the Empire. Your squadron got wiped out because it got tricked. Your daddy got killed by someone, which made you whatever. It's that kind of thing. Basically.
Shipyard.
So yeah, it's good but slightly annoying. So yeah, one of the characters is really cool, called Face. He was an actor who turned rebel. He was a famous Imperial actor, and he turned into a rebel spy. Not rebel spy, a rebel fighter and a rebel pilot. Face is cool. We like Face. He's funny. And then there's a doctor who is mostly machine, due to various different injuries. He's pretty funny as well. But yeah, I don't know where that came from. Yeah, inspiration. That's a lot of the time where I get inspiration from. At the minute, I'm on a bit of a kind of like a 40k binge again. I flip, so I go very kind of like hardcore, borderline obsessive into like things that I like. So if I like Star Wars, if at that time I like Star Wars, I love Star Wars. I always like it, but yeah, I go through periods where basically it's just Star Wars non-stop all the time. I'm watching it, I'm reading it, I'm playing it. Anything I can get my hands on, it's that kind of level. But obviously, you cannot keep that intensity of love for something for too long without it sending you insane. So I tend to bounce around quite a few things, like Star Wars, then Warhammer and 40k. As there's other authors and stuff like that. Like I really love my David Gemmell stuff. I just remembered something actually. This fleet, I'm sure, had a couple of victories. Please say you still have the victories. Are you the victories? Are you a victory? Oh, yeah, I thought we'd lost the victories. It just sprung to me when it attacked that. Victories have a habit of dying when you do CG battles. Cool, well, you're looking good. We need to get that stuff dumped off. We've found Bastion. Is there anything else I want to do this episode? Because the plus side of being down here is I can actually record like more often. We found the Imperial Wharf, which is good. We can sell some ships to it. Yeah, I don't think, because it's just a case of basically establishing trade and getting these sorted out. What I would love to do is start pushing down here to the unknown regions. The problem with the unknown regions is you can take everything out and it respawns, I think. I don't know if you claim it, if that changes. We'll have to try it with unknown regions too. But before I do that, because there's some big awful ships in unknown regions, I have lost Star Destroyers to it, and the Red Dawn, I think, was the first Venator we ever owned. That kind of got popped by a big ship. So yeah, we'll save that for a bit later on when we've got this place basically sorted out. One thing I do want to check: can we buy ships from you? Yes, we can. Is this going to change though? So at the minute they're saying they'll sell ships to us. We don't actually hit the criteria on this playthrough for Imperial ships. So it's like you have to have so many production stations and stuff like that within either bordering or yada yada or inside. Well done, guys. Inside the systems. We don't technically do that at this moment in time, so that might fall through. But it's okay. We don't need to buy. We're not allowed to buy ships from them. It's just useful to be able to get some of the other ships like the Arrestor cruisers and stuff like that. Is there anything we need to do? Right. We'll do some boring bits now, so then I don't forget later. We need to transfer a load of, or start transferring a load of materials. So Hurley Station, we'll trade with. You want water? We'll give you water. And you want energy cells? We'll give you energy cells. Docking is not possible for this ship. Has Hurley Station not got a... Oh, silly boy. Silly boy. Right. We'll have to do it the other way around then. Right. In fact, we'll get him to fly and wait there. I will try and remember to do this another day. I'm going to call it an episode for now, because there's a few errands I need to run at the minute. But yeah, we'll basically get the trade ships a trade in and getting all our goods kind of like transferred from the Raddisbane fleet, so they're nice and empty. So then when we go and do some more hammering, probably on the New Republic, we can sort that out. I don't know which, like, down this way. I think this kind of like loops round to there, so it might be worth taking Celesta, and then we'll border in with the Empire on that front, and then we'll have all this area. But has Celesta actually got anything of note? A hell of a lot of sunlight, and we've not been into this system, so we don't know. We don't know if it's got anything else. You're exploring, so that's a good use of those ships. When you've explored, they're actually quite quick explorers. When you've done that, explore this area for me, please. Oh, there you go. And we'll pick up some other bits as well. Find out what resources are in there, if there's any. I don't think there is. I think it's just sunlight. But we can definitely make use of some of these places, potentially. Right, so yeah, I'm going to call it there. I've been Captain Jack Gumption. You've been watching X4 with our Imperial playthrough, and until next time.